Hello, Owl fans, and welcome to another edition of the FAU Women's Basketball Insider, your inside source for all things Lady Owls hoops. I'm your host, Jared Smith, and my guest, as always, head coach of the FAU Women's Basketball team, Chancellor Dugan. And, Coach, the Owls return to the friendly confines of Boca Raton this week. Successful weekend in Troy, 78-67 win against the Trojans on Saturday night. Finished the season sweep. They earned their 10th conference victory of the season, and the ladies earned their 6th road conference win. How was the weekend in Troy for the girls?
The weekend was real good. You know, obviously, you mentioned everything there. I think that, going into Troy and being able to beat them for the first time, probably in a couple years, at their place was big. It was senior night there, and but that's in the past. We had a great practice today, and are just looking. This week is a monster for us. I mean, we got Western Kentucky, who we've never beaten, the only team in the league who we've never beaten, and then Middle Tennessee coming in. So those two teams coming to our place, we're going to need every fan that we can, in the stands and cheering and being loud.
Let's go to Western Kentucky on Wednesday night. The Owls fell to the Lady Toppers at their place in early January, and obviously a lot of things have changed since then in the standings. Where does the team stand now, and what do you expect on Wednesday night from Western Kentucky?
They've changed up, a lot of their offense and what they do and their starting lineup. Obviously, we have too, and I expect Western Kentucky probably has one of the best point guards in the league, and McNair, and she just runs the show, and then they've got Arnika Brown, who's getting 11 boards a night, had 25 last week. She's a very, very hard guard for us. We've got to make sure we block them off the boards. I mean, they beat us by 20, on the glass up there, and we've got to make sure we are rebounding and blocking them out.
So the Owls have Western Kentucky on Wednesday, and then on Saturday, another huge game, the only televised game of the season for FAU, at home at a noon start time against Middle Tennessee State. And obviously last year the Owls had that huge upset here in the Borough against Middle Tennessee. What do you expect from the Blue Raiders on Saturday?
Well, they're playing very, very well right now, as Western is too. I think they've won like 5 or 6 in a row, Middle Tennessee, and just really, kind of locked in on what they're doing right now. And, they've got a lot of seniors. They're tournament tested, and they're going to come in. They're going to be focused. I expect nothing less than them being focused. Obviously, it's going to be on TV. It'll be a big game for us. It's the last game that our seniors will play in the Borough. So it'll be an emotional night for them, or emotional afternoon for them, and we just hope we can have a great crowd. I think that's my whole theme. We just want to have a great crowd and get that home court advantage.
Speaking of the seniors, Brittany Bowe had a huge game on Saturday in the victory over Troy. 24 points. It was a career high for Bebo, which is kind of interesting to note. She's been playing here for so long, and she got a career high in one of her final games here in an FAU uniform. What do you need from her down the stretch to really make a run in the postseason play?
I just need her to be steady. Just need her to be steady, take care of the basketball, get us in offense, and make sure that that we are intense on defense. I think that's our biggest thing. Just coming out and having that focus, and she's our leader, and she really drives us. To make sure that we are focused.
The Owls conclude the regular season, and they go to Hot Springs the next week for the Sun Belt Conference tournament. FAU right now standing probably in like the 3 to 7 seed range. That's a pretty good spot considering where they have been in previous seasons. What do you expect in that conference tournament? Obviously, it's pretty much a crapshoot up for grabs that week.
It is, I can't even focus past Western Kentucky. I'm so locked in on that. I think everybody going to the tournament is big for the Sun Belt. I think that you're going to have a real tournament atmosphere. The men's teams are going to be there, the women's teams are going to be there, all in one place. So you're definitely going to have a big crowds. You're going to have a lot of excitement. I think there's going to be a lot of upsets. I think that from 13 all the way up to 1, I think anybody on any given night can win. So it's going to be interesting.
All right, the Owls will conclude the regular season this week here in the Borough. 2 games on the schedule for the week. First up, Wednesday night right here in FAU Arena against Western Kentucky at 7 p.m. And then the regular season finale here in the Borough, a noon start time against Middle Tennessee State. For my guest, head coach Chancellor Dugan, I am Jared Smith. See you on Wednesday night.